And today we're talking about one of the biggest stories hidden up in the NFL. That's Micah Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys defensive superstar, has obviously submitted to be traded. He wants out of Dallas. Not only that, but the Green Bay Packers are rumored to be in the mix at potential blockbuster trade offer. Now let's separate the facts from the noise. Right, guys, Micah Parsons is looking for a contract in the ballpark for $200 million. No, let's be real. No defensive player in NFL history has ever sniffed that kind of money. Quarterback, sure, but a linebacker, an edge rusher, an overrated defensive end, never. Guys, the cold hard fact is that the Dallas Cowboys either pay Markins a record-shattering deal or they risk losing one of the biggest defensive ends in football. This isn't just some replacement piece either, guys. Parsons has been the heartbeat of the Dallas Cowboys since he stepped into the league in 2022 or 2021. I'm sorry. His rookie season, he had 13 sacks. In 2022, he had 13.5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles. In 2023, he had 14 sacks, 21 tackles for loss. He's a guy opposing offenses game plan around. You trade him, and you're taking away one of the weapons that makes the Dallas Cowboys Dallas's feared. Another cold hard fact is, guys, is without Parsons, the Dallas Cowboys defense is average at best, period. Now, reports say that the Green Bay Packers are actively preparing an offer. Now, Green Bay Packers hasn't been this aggressive in decades. They usually build through the draft, not a blockbuster trade. But just imagine Micah Parsons paired with Rasheed Gray. That young secondary, and that's a nightmare defense. Guys, the cold hard fact is that the Green Bay lands Parsons, they just don't stay contenders. They leap into Super Bowl favorite territory in the NFC. That's a cold hard fact. But here is where we get to the crossroads. Micah Parsons wants to be paid like the face of a franchise. The Cowboys still think they can win with Dak, CeeDee Lamb, and others soaking up big money. Guys, if Jerry Jones plays hardball, Parsons is gone. The cold hard fact is that this is about the Cowboys choosing between loyalty and a generational talent or protecting their salary cap for the future. Either way, somebody's going to be unhappy. Either way, Dallas Cowboys fans are going to be unhappy. Guys, here's the bottom line. If the Dallas Cowboys let Parsons slip away, they're waving the white flag for a Super Bowl contending team anytime soon. You don't trade away the best player on your team and expect to be better. The Packers would steal him, and the balance power in the NFC would shift overnight to the Green Bay Packers. But what do you guys think? Should the Cowboys back up the truck and pay Micah Parsons, or should they trade to the Packers? That actually makes sense for both sides. Guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. East Coast time, right here on said platform. Now, this is a live interactive show, so drop it your comments down below, and let's get into your thoughts. Old Man River says he will burn himself out, meaning Travis Hunter, 100%. Old Man River also says Parsons to Vegas or Detroit, not the Green Bay Packers. That's tough. Alpha Rob says $200 million? That will never happen. That is what he wants, though. He wants to see that 200M on his paycheck. Now, does that mean $20 million over the next 10 years? I don't know. $200 million. There it is. But it is what it is. But Old Man River does say Parsons to the Green Bay Packers wouldn't make the playoffs. Oof. That is tough, Old Man River. Because the facts is that the Green Bay Packers are already a playoff team without Micah Parsons. They already going to probably challenge for the NFC North without Micah Parsons. They're going to make a deep Super Bowl push, a playoff push, a deep playoff push without Micah Parsons. Then you add that dynamic pass rush of Micah Parsons. Then you add that 13.5 sacks. Are you telling me that does not win you the North? Are you telling me that does not make you better than the Eagles, better than the Rams, better than the Lions? Man, somebody get this to get a hometown beer because this is Homer-nitis at the best that I've seen it. Now, I understand that last night I said Micah Parsons is the cancer to the Dallas Cowboys, which he is. But grass is sometimes greener on the other side. Sometimes when you leave a bad situation or just a situation period and you go somewhere else, all of a sudden you become a brand new man. Just like when you're dating that girl, you love her, you care about her, but you're just not happy. You know, you kind of start treating her not the best you could, like you kind of take them for granted, that type of situation, right? Kind of like, yeah, whatever. But the minute you get to the new girl, you're rubbing her shoulders, you're taking her out to dinner, you bending over backwards. You're like, here, take my coat, honey, even though it's 15 below zero. I want you nice and warm and snuggle. Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers, that's what he would do. He would give you the shirt off his back. The man would just be lighting it up. The man would be like, okay, baby, I love you. That's what we're going to go see. Old member says, you sound constipated sucking cheese. Oh, man, this guy.
Skin pun. Get you some.
I am a little constipated. I had some cheese curds for lunch today. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, brother. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But guys,